No one wants to think about their nonprofit being involved in a financial scandal. Eek, but it happens. Headlines are pretty rampant even today as I read the news. Well, one thing is for sure that you have something you can influence. So start today and do it every day. That's the tone at the top. When creating a culture that prevents and protects your organization against fraud and against mismanagement of resources, the most important thing I think you can do is to start with the tone at the top. This is basically the guiding values and the sort of, climate or culture that starts at the very top of the organization, really at the board level, the chief executive, and then it can continue to trickle throughout the organization. I want to share with you four things that I use from the acronym TONE, TONE, that will help you create those guiding values. So here's the first one. T stands for transparent. I encourage you to create a culture that's incredibly transparent. Does that mean everybody knows everything, like how much each person gets paid? No, it doesn't mean that. It means that we all answer questions about our financial behavior. So if I've gone to lunch and I have a receipt and I say, well, it doesn't matter, you don't need to know. No, for it to serve a mission purpose, a nonprofit's exempt purpose, we need to know who was there. Now, does it mean you need to tell us what you talked about? Well, that's going a step further. It never hurts. Some cultures create that, but at least we need the name of the person. Okay, number two for the O, we want to avoid only one person. So we want to avoid a situation where only one person is with financial resources. Let me give you an example here. When we count money, when money comes in, we don't count it in the presence of one person and then one person takes it to the bank. No, when money comes in, we bring it into a safe place, maybe a lock safe where it's dropped immediately, or maybe reseated and dropped. And then we come to a place where someone else comes to help count. Counting money should always be done in the presence of two people. And that helps us to avoid the only one person. Things that are hidden can be hidden. We want to do it out in the open where more than one person's involved. The next is the N, and here I want to address that we avoid having a not apply to me mentality. So in our tone at the top, we want to make sure we're not creating a culture where certain policies do not apply to me. A good example is, just maybe the receipting example is a good one, that we have a policy that says all credit card charges must have a receipt. If we use the meal example again, maybe your organization's policy is that the receipt needs to be the actual meals purchased and not just what I signed with the total on it. Well, whatever the policy is, we want to make sure that it's applied in the organization to everyone. The best nonprofit leaders model these things, they live them out, and it creates the tone and the pattern for everyone else to follow. The last is the E, and this is ethics, ethics that are clear and communicated. We often want to think and believe that everybody else shares the same ethics that we have, that the same things that we believe that they also believe and would honor them. Well, it's not always true that we have those. So making them, writing them down, making them clear, and communicating them regularly. This could show up in the form of like a financial policy and procedure manual where you outline some of the things, even such as I've given examples on today. You outline what your policies are for each of these decisions and money areas. And then regularly, you want to communicate these elements with your staff. Well, I sure hope that this helped you. I do want to let you know that I have an incredible 12-question assessment that could help you if you're even thinking about, do we have risks in our organization? I'll provide a link to that wherever you're watching or reading this. And I really believe that this tool could be helpful for you as just a starting point for checking in on how are things in your organization? Is there risks that you need to be thinking about? Hope that helps you today.